Hi, my name is Madison Almeida. During my high school years, I was fortunate enough to experience school as a community and an inspirational teacher. I discovered an immense passion for music in fourth grade, so I begged my mom to let me learn the guitar. I continued to play this instrument throughout elementary school. When it came time to apply to high schools, I was determined to attend an arts high school. My reasons weren't solely driven by my love of music. I also had a bit of an obsession with the show called Victorious and imagined the experience would be something like that. To some extent, it was exactly what I had hoped for. I was accepted into the Regional Arts Instrumental Music program at St. Elizabeth High School in Thornhill, and I believed it changed the trajectory of my life. The Regional Arts program was special. It was integrated into a regular school, so they kept the Regional Arts program students together, which included instrumental and vocal music, visual and digital art, drama, and dance. Keeping us together meant that almost all of our classes were with the same people. At times, it did feel like we were outsiders to the regular school program, but we had this community, so it didn't matter. Over time, you become connected to these people through a shared love of the arts. We were able to relate to one another through our common interests, and my friend even described our meeting as, "Oh, yeah, I love to sing, and you play an instrument. That's so cool, we should do this together sometime." This is exactly how everyone would meet. Almost all of my friends were from the rap program. But the program would be nothing without the staff. Despite the limitations COVID placed on the program, they still tried to make it an enjoyable experience. So they held concerts that we would normally have in person, but we did them online so we didn't miss the opportunity. Teachers made themselves available for students struggling to cope with the pandemic and showed that they cared about us, no matter how far apart we were. The performances we did were integral to the community. These in-person concerts brought the community together. After school, we would run through dress rehearsals, watch each other perform, and work together on how to improve. Afterwards, majority of the people in the program would meet up at the mall before the performances to eat dinner, hang out, and chat about the concert. Doing this every year became sort of a tradition. It didn't matter if we were part of the performance or not, we always showed up for one another. The arts program created the notion of school as a community for me. I met lifelong friends, and when we see each other now, we reminisce about those times and all the fun we had. Schools function not only as a center of education, but as a community where teachers, students, and staff come together to learn, grow, and interact. This experience taught me the importance of schools in creating communities for students. Even now, as a third-year university student, I try to recreate this community and find things that give me similar feeling. A teacher who specifically created the sense of community was Miss Mancini, my grade 12 instrumental music teacher. She was brand new to the school and teaching instrumental music when the school shifted from fully asynchronous learning back to in-person learning with restrictions. Everything that made the program was now different and uncertain. I experienced the rap program differently than I had before the pandemic hit. It lost the luster it once had. I was debating dropping the program. I had lost my passion and found that I was missing the joy and connection I once had. Miss Mancini saw the decline in passion, and she pulled me aside during class. She urged me to keep playing and to keep enjoying music, but to take a break if I really needed to. The loss of passion I was feeling was because of the big change I experienced, and it was perfectly natural. She said that if music ever began to stress me out or make me sad, then that's when it became harmful. But until then, she urged me to keep pushing through and to find that passion again. After speaking to my parents, I decided to stay in the program. This ended up being the best decision I made. Miss Mancini became one of the best teachers I have had. She selected sheet music that was tailored to students, took her time teaching it to each one of us, and was passionate about teaching music. She shared her experience in the music business and the mistakes she made. We also had numerous guest speakers who greatly enhanced our learning. The most memorable thing she did was when another student was accepted into Berklee School of Music, she hosted a massive pizza party for everyone to celebrate this huge accomplishment. Miss Mancini embodied the 5 qualities of great teachers by David de Carvalho. She helped us discover our passions and understand where to place them in the world. She taught us about the power of our passions and how no matter what happens, that passion will still be there even if we don't feel it. Miss Mancini's passion for teaching made her a fantastic teacher. She was open to learning how to make the classroom work despite COVID-19 restrictions. Miss Mancini was such a good teacher that even during spares, her students would come hang out and help her out. This is a huge testament to the kind of teacher she is. Students don't hang out with teachers unless they create an environment that is inviting and cultivates a space of respect. The Regional Arts Program embodies school as a community, providing me with an invaluable experience, and Mrs. Mancini changed the way I viewed music, and I would absolutely call her an inspirational teacher.